should you be God rich? It's fine you want to be rich, but why should you be God rich? Well, there are many beneficiaries who will benefit out of you being God rich. Let's talk about those beneficiaries. So let's check who are the beneficiaries when a human being lives with God richness. First one is you yourself. Second is you, your family, your loved ones, brothers, sisters, father, mother, wife. Third is society at large. And fourth is country. So there are many beneficiaries who will benefit by you being God rich. Let's analyze each of them one by one. When you live with God riches to any extent possible, as per your circumstances, as per your life situations, the biggest beneficiary is you yourself. Let's check out how you yourself are the biggest beneficiary when you live with God richness. This will be a bit philosophical, but if a human being believes in God, in their specific God, as per their religion, they would live with this realization that one day they will die. And when they meet their specific God, all the good and the bad will be in front of them. Just think about this. If you truly believe in your God, if you truly believe that there is some supreme authority out there, you will live with the riches of God to some extent. Love, compassion, morality, accountability, as per your status. Because you who truly believes in your God from your heart knows that one day you have to die. And when you die, no one knows what's going to happen after that. But when we believe in our God, we can live with this realization that all the good and the bad we have done in life will come in front of us. So if we do good based upon any type of situation, we are going to benefit from our acts, because they would be accountable in front of the Almighty. This is a bit philosophical. Okay, second point, I cannot prove this to you scientifically or through any experiment, but I have observed that people who carry the riches of God with them, they act upon them on a consistent basis, on a daily basis, live with good health. I have met people from various religious beliefs: Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Jainis, all religious beliefs, and I have seen that all people from various religious beliefs who live with God richness, some amount of God richness, carry good health. They have a glow on their face. So the beneficiary will be you. You will have good health. Look around you people who reflect the God-rich attributes, and you will yourself observe. You will find negative forces too, but you look at them and you yourself observe how healthy they are. Positive forces of attraction. People who live with God richness, people who live with compassion, love, kindness to a certain extent impart positive energy, and they attract positive energy from like-minded people, and in a sense they are a part of a community or a group who belong to what we can say positive force of attraction. You can see it yourself. I mean, there might be some people who will live their life on a daily basis with negative energy. When they live their life with negative energy on a daily basis, some situation might lead you to some negative energy. But when you keep on living your life with negative energy, you would be surrounded by negative forces of attraction. But if you keep living your life with God richness, you would be having people around you and forces who will attract you with the same amount of God richness. So these are the three areas where you yourself will be the beneficiary if you live with some amount of God richness, based upon your status, based upon your circumstance, based upon your situation. You will be the beneficiary of living with God richness. The second beneficiary of you living with God riches will be your family members, your brother, your sister, your kids, your wife, your parents, your loved ones who are a part of your family. When you live with God richness to any extent possible, your family members will be the beneficiary. Let's check out how will that happen. The second beneficiary who is going to benefit from you being God rich will be your family. Your family members, brothers, sisters, wife, father, mother, daughter, son, all your family members, other extended family members are going to benefit to whatever kind of God richness you are going to live with on a daily basis, because you are going to reflect your attributes of God richness to your family. If you have an attribute of kindness, of compassion, of love, of morality, it will get reflected definitely on your family members, on your loved ones, if you live with that on a consistent basis. If a human being has a lot of negativity into his attitude, a lot of stress, a lot of anger, a lot of jealousy, at some point that will get reflected to the family members as well. So you reflect your God richness onto your family members, and they gain from your God richness. So family is definitely a beneficiary who is going to benefit from you being God rich to whatever extent possible, as per your status, as per your circumstance, as per your situation. The other entity who will be benefited, or who will be the beneficiary when you live with God richness, will be the society around you, out of your family, the society, the community. They will be the third beneficiary when you start living, or you live with God richness. Society is definitely going to gain through your God richness. Normally, human beings want to share their success and happiness with themselves and with their families. There are very few who think about society as a whole. But you being God rich will reflect your God richness to the society in some way, direct or indirect. Just imagine if 100 people start living more with God richness, with some sort of responsibility towards society. Won't it make a huge difference? Just 100 people. So the beneficiary out of you being God rich is going to be society. For a simple example, if you are a person in power, in authority, and if you can do something for people around you or in your community, your God rich attribute of morality and responsibility will make the contribution towards society. So based upon your status, based upon your circumstance, based upon your situation, you being God rich contribute to society at large. Normally we neglect that, but if we want the society to live in less stress, in less fear, to coexist in at least some sort of peace and harmonious manner, we should also contribute our God richness to society. If we can, we should do that, direct or indirect. When society is the beneficiary of your God richness, ultimately it leads to the country as a whole being benefited. So if many people living in a society, inside a country, start living with some amount of God richness, the reflection through society will come on country as large. So country also benefits directly or indirectly when human beings existing as a community or society inside their country start living with more God richness.